No? Hmm? Hips. You can do hips, no problem. You can do hips and everything else. All right, just for a few seconds, as we usually do, right? And so the importance of practicing our spiritual practice, right? The importance of having a constant uh, place in our day or in our lives to keep coming back to the same ideas of yoga, which is reconnecting to ourselves. So the moment we break that and it becomes just a tiny bit less, um, we become a little bit less connected to it. And so maintaining that constancy is so important to that we are not just physically engaged, right, with our senses, external senses and physical body, but also that we are bringing our mind to that we, with all the things that we carry, for all the very difficult challenges that we carry in our lives and the very difficult things that we see around the world and how the world is changing, and also in the same way, right, the exciting things that we actually can see in our lives, how can we remain in that perfect balance, how my life can be that perfect practice of yoga, of connection, to connect to something that is internal to us. So maybe by simply moving our physical body, by just simply creating the physical space or of movement and arrangement of physical body and reconnecting to organs and parts of the body that might need a little more attention, we bring all these other things, all this emotion, all these intellectual ideas to just come to connect and to just flow in this very nice, wonderful practice that we all have access to, regardless of who is in front of us, regardless of where we practice. On, is it on the top of a mountain? Is it in a cave? Is it in the most beautiful beaches in the world? It doesn't matter, right? Or in a very, very hot room, Bikram. So unintentional Bikram, is the same, right? The idea is should not be altering. That it's not about the external things so much, but it's about the internal practice. And so, how can we allow for a few seconds to connect to that, to just guide us and taking those steps to get into that stage by simply connecting with our breathing, to allow ourselves to be able to exhale deeply from the abdomen, from the diaphragm, from the root of our lungs, and then guide ourselves into inhaling. And so, what does it feel like to breathe in? And how can we allow ourselves to allow this breath carry things within us, right? The attachments, all these other thoughts, to exhale and release out of the body, and then inhaling to support the expansion. And as we are so used, we rush through things. So can we pay attention, particular attention to exhale and the timing of exhalation? How long do I need to exhale? How do I pause at the end of my exhalation without hyperventilating? Still take breath in when I'm ready to inhale, and pay attention to even to that detail, to stop my breath in and hold my breath for just a tiny second or seconds, to then be able to start again. We start by emptying, by clearing, by opening spaces, pausing to honor the next breath in, to embrace it in all ways possible, and let the exhalation come when it's ready to come, to release it out, to hold and honor the breath in, to embrace that breath whenever you're ready and for how long you're ready to, and then exhale it and let it all gently breathe out. And so, why are we pausing? What is the honoring aspect? What is that to honor the breath in when we inhale? What does it mean to honor that breath? What does it mean to me? And how can I embrace it and hold it? And what does it mean to exhale and to release and to really open the self? And maybe the arms are engaged into opening wide and around and towards the sky as I extend and reach slowly through my hands and fingers towards the ceiling, and letting my arms come outside, left and right as I breathe out. And again, imagine yourself slowly connecting to your physical body. That is not just a body, but it's really a temple for the spirit as we breathe in and raise. And we move and observe the movement of every joint, muscle, extension, and letting the exhalation breathe out. And one more time. We just simply pay attention to extend and to breathe, to open, and to let the body exhale and see what happens when I move my arms, and where is my mind going? Where is my constant mind going to? What is that story that I need to maybe change and breathe in? Or maybe that's exactly where my attention needs to go. And as I extend and open my body, can I focus and let go of things that I need to let go at this moment to be able to be just centered? Last time, can I observe my arms and shoulders to extend and reach towards the sky, and let my right arm move behind and the left arm to move forward in front of my body, and then feel my arms coming slowly towards the ground. I touch my fingers towards the floor and I look slowly towards the right knee, hip, entire right side of my yoga mat, and my jaw draws in and my neck extends slowly to the crown, and I drop my shoulders. I'm not having to carry the responsibility of the position. I'm going to distribute that, and I'm going to allow my entire back and neck and spine to just be long. To exhale and sit, to feel your hands and arms and shoulders broadening, clavicles, the head to maybe look slowly over the right side and see how that tightens our abdomen and all the muscles that hold our abdominal organs. Is there anything that is held in there as I breathe in? And then can I exhale and then let that go and move my arms and move my torso and move my head back to center, and I breathe in the center position. Do I need to change legs? Do I need to extend my legs? Am I okay with these legs crossing this position? Do I need to cross them in a different position? And my hands one more time open towards the sides of my body, and then lengthening gently towards the sky as I breathe in, observing slowly my arms to come tall, and exhale wide, 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 as if I'm really moving my chest and moving my heart center and moving the shoulder blades and moving the entire back. And one more time, I extend and open my entire body, fingers, hands, the entire torso lengthens, and my arms slowly, right arm comes forward, the left arm comes behind, and I feel my body just rotating in the opposite direction. And I place my fingers and hands in the perfect position on the ground, on my knees, on my legs, it doesn't matter. Can I find my shoulders not carrying the tension, but dropping my shoulders down and extending the spine and looking over the left side? And I look with my mind side. What does it mean to twist? What is this twist that I do with my body? What is that twist does? What does it twist do for my mind? What does it twist signify in this moment? And I still can I still connect every one of these pieces into my breathing? Can I observe my body just one more time, opening, and then allowing not to rationalize? If I'm stuck in this one thought, can I surrender that? Can I allow myself to just ground through my tailbone air to Mother Earth and open every time and any time that I have to have the opportunity to really open my heart? And it doesn't matter what the external world does, can I concentrate and find the immensity of that spiritual intelligence inside of me when the body is able to exhale slowly all the way through? Inhale for the final time, extending and opening and lengthening the entire twist, and let my hands undo and shoulders as I breathe out, returning back to center. And I find myself sitting deeper into my yoga mat, mat, and my knees come slowly off the ground, and my legs extend very gently along my yoga mat, and I find my body slowly stretching my heels and legs away from my body, and I feel my toes connected gently to this position, and I feel that my right foot points gently forward as if I'm pointing my toes all the way away from my shin and knee and hip, and while my left toes directly come into my body. So my left toes retract, my calves open, can I stay extended? And I feel that my legs are active, that my knees are held, that my toes are connected, that I tighten my abdomen and waist area, my arms on the ground, my arms off the ground, my arms above the shoulders, completely supportive of the position of your back. One more time, abdomen, finding strength, wrapping ourselves, embracing ourselves into this position. Can I find my entire body just hugging deeply, and exhale slowly. One last long deep breath in, and then switch. Let your arms maybe undo while your legs and feet slowly switch positions, extending the left toes, contracting as you inhale your right leg, and see what happens to your calves. Do I need to lock my knees? Can I observe my body? Can I extend my torso? Can I breathe in? Can I place my hands to maintain my back long and tall on the ground, on my legs, on my hips, or maybe above the shoulders? One more time, breathing, honoring that breath. Again, reminding, bringing myself back into what it means to honor that extension. And so what it means to surrender, to feel that my tailbone air comes towards the ground. One more time. Can I just expand? Can I just open with my abdomen and heart? Slowly inhaling and extending towards the sky. And then exhale, and then releasing the hands and the arms and the shoulders, and then feel that your body settles your feet gently into center position, and then allowing the right knee to slowly contract into the body and holding it with your hands onto the hamstring, into the knee, into the shin, and letting that right knee come slowly taller towards the shoulder on the right, and let it slowly move a little bit towards the right side of the body. So if you're just moving the entire right knee outside your rib cage or right outside your shoulder, and your left hand holds the knee, holds the shin, holds the foot, and maintains that body moving out your hip without leaning back, without rounding the spine to match, isolating the movement on the hip. Can you feel the right leg flexed and move out to the right side while your left leg remains forward? One more time. Again, different parts of the body doing different things. Can they support? Can I have my mind connected to all these little portions? One more time, breathing in. And can I allow my right leg to extend and reach all the way in front of your body? Rest it on the floor, on the yoga mat, and contract your left knee into the shoulder. Hold it, exhale it with your right hand on the foot, on the ankle, the knee. Move that left knee slowly wide outside the hip. Exhale slowly. Can you find the hip moving and your back is not rounding? You're not moving the lumbar spine. You're trying to isolate it on the pelvic area. And absolutely less is more. Find your toes, find your right leg. Deep breath in. Can I find my shoulders and jaw not carrying the weight? One more time. Breathe in. Can I allow, again, that sensation of being stuck on my hips to be just in this position? Can I find the fluidity to let it go? And then inhale, extend your left leg out forward, settle to the ground. One more time. Right leg slowly inhales, hold it, press it out to the right side of your body. Sit as you exhale. One more time. Take a deep breath in the position and then let go. Feel that that right leg now moves in front of your body slowly, and bring in the left leg to slowly the same way. Flex it, extend it, move it, hold it. Inhale deeply, extending the vertebrae column, and then extend it out in front of your body. So finding those hips. One more time. Right leg slowly inhales to hold. Exhaling, holding, holding, holding at your own timing. Breathing in, stretching the spine, and then exhale your right leg all the way out. One last time through your left. Contract it and bring it in. Exhale, hold it, extend the vertebrae column as you breathe in, opening the shoulders and chest, and then exhale, slowly move it gently in front of your body. Breathe and kindly allow your body to sit. Bring your legs to be a little bit wider than your shoulders, and let your hands slide maybe into your knees, into your thighs, into your shins, into your toes, rounding your spine, looking into your belly button area, into your chest, and let your back round and feel that your knees are not locked. Exhale slowly to when your body is feeling the contraction into your tummy. One more time, breathe. Listen to your body. As your body listens, the full extension, you feel the connection to your nervous system. One more time, letting your hamstrings and calves and toes. One more time, breathe in, letting your right hand move all the way towards your left thigh, knee, ankle, shin, toes, sole of the foot. Exhale, exhale, slowly one more time. Look into that left thigh. Exhale all the way out in your last time. Extend, moving deeply your body into that left leg, and then carrying your right arm towards the right leg, holding both feet separately. Exhale into position, rounding your head, look into your belly one more time. Tuck in the belly, slowly move the spine, and then in the inhalation, carry your left arm, breathing into the right to exhale. Beautiful. Find your jaw, find your neck, square your shoulders, and see what it feels like to move from those hips, from the entire deep portion of your body. Exhale to your tummy one more time. Where is that our focus is connected to? Can I find my last exhalation position, and my arms separate one more time to each foot? Breath in. Exhale slowly, jaw, neck, spine. One more time, breathing gently. Exhale all the way through. When and if my body's ready, can I find my last exhalation to this position? So my neck and spine rounds deeper towards the ground, and my hands walk into my shins, into my knees, into my thighs, and my hands slowly come towards the back of the yoga mat. And I feel that my feet retract, heels into the ground, toes wider, sliding my hips forward towards the heels of my feet. So my toes are about farther away from the heels, and the glutes are as close to my heels as possible. And so my knees, are they able to flex this way? Is that okay for my knees? Is that as far as my body's going to go? Am I using my fists? Am I using my knuckles into the ground? Am I using the palms of my hands into the floor? Can I allow my body to slowly move the shoulders back and open the chest? Allow the chin to extend towards the sky and open the throat, and the eyes roll slowly behind the eyebrows. And maybe for some of us, that's enough, and that feels maybe too far from my spine. Can I really arch my spine? Can I really open the chest and tummy one more time, breathing in? Can I allow my hips to be slowly coming off the ground in the next inhalation, and my heels to roll off the floor as I point my knees away from my body without twisting the feet, just feeling your thighs or quadriceps really stretching, and feel that your inner thighs and shoulder blades are moving gently, inner thighs away from each other, the shoulder blades towards each other, the chest expanding, the tummy, important to carry and support the chest. One more time, allow your body to really stretch and really open those thighs. It doesn't matter how far you've gone into this position, allow your heels to slowly come to the ground if that's possible. Your head to raise, your body to exhale, sit gently into position, extend your legs all the way, again, shoulder distance or wider outside your yoga mat, hands towards your thighs, towards your knees, towards your shins, towards your toes, towards your feet, towards the arches of your feet, towards the heels of your feet, and your back rounds, and you look towards your belly, you look towards the groin area to find your space between every apex of a vertebrae, and you can look at your vertebrae internally, feel it from your neck, feel it from the space between your shoulders. Are your shoulders tightening that cervical spine and entire thoracic spine, or can you allow that vertebrae to just roll? And can you feel the base of the spine rolling? Can you find the elbows not tight? One more time, feel your body's actually moving, and then let your right hand inhale towards the left foot. One more time, breathing in all the way towards the left leg, knee, thigh, foot area. Exhale slowly, move your body into that left leg, and then return your right arm towards the right foot. Center, exhale, and as you inhale, the left arm moves towards the right leg. Exhale slowly, square your shoulders one more time, breathing deeply into it. Flex the belly slowly and return the left arm back into the left arm. So both hands are holding the legs, shins and thighs, and raise your torso one more time, breathing in. Maybe my hands one more time come behind the hips, the shoulders. Find your shoulder blades rotating, open the chest, heels press into the ground, open your toes, allow your body to slowly raise the chest and let your head drop behind as the shoulders shift towards each other. And all or any of these positions might be possible for my body. Maybe my heels come off the ground, and maybe I can stretch my thighs and can feel my toes and kneecaps point in the same direction as my thigh bone, and my shoulder blades press against each other, and my chin lengthens, my throat and my eyes roll behind my forehead. Last long deep breath in. When my body exhales, slowly returning my body back into center, sitting as my sitting bone sits into the ground. Beautiful. Allowing my legs to extend one more time outside the yoga mat, shoulder distance or wider. Hands slowly this time come just towards the root of my legs, behind the hamstrings, breathing in, and maybe my knees this time flex as I exhale, holding my core, and then I raise my legs, holding behind the hamstring, the calves, the ankles, the big toes. It doesn't matter. Knees are not needed to be overextended. You can be flexed. You can extend them wide. Observe your shoulders, not roll away from your neck, but slowly drawn towards the center of your back. So you're activating the rhomboid muscles that supports the shoulder blades, and my chest opens. And I feel the connection to the root muscles of my legs, and my root strength on the abdomen maintains the back long, and my jaw draws in. One more time, breathing. Exhale all the way through. My last long deep breath. Can I find my body inhaling deeply? And I exhale, allow my knees to slowly soften. So my heels come to the ground. So my legs extend very gently in front of my body, and I place them into the floor. Beautiful. Breath in. Can I allow my right foot this time to flex? And I allow my right foot to flex in a way so my heels are closer into my glutes, and my toes are slightly wider in the center of my body, and my left leg is not just directly in front, but it's slightly to the side, so I can feel my left leg slightly wider, and I press with my left hand behind my left hip, or behind the left glute, or outside the left leg, so my left shoulder opens, my left pectoral muscles extend. I can feel my clavicle supporting that side, and I sit a little bit taller on that right foot, from the heel to your toes, not the toes on the ground first. Do not separate the heel of the right foot ever from the ground, and see if that knee supports. And maybe the left leg activates, so you can connect to the left leg, and maybe the right hand, it stays on the ground, it stays on the right knee. Maybe the right arm comes directly towards the sky, and you feel your body just extending and reaching. And your abdomen and your rib cage, one more time, hugs as if you're just hugging a toothpaste from the base towards the arm, towards the tip of the fingers. One more time, breathing in, exhale, exhale. When and if your body's ready, take your last extension. Can you extend the torso and see what it feels like to reach really for the sky, to feel that your body just intentionally, it's not just movement, it's not an extension, but it's an energetic extension of your body up towards the sky. And let the elbow and hand and arm and shoulder slowly start releasing when you breathe out. And I feel the right leg soften, and I find and invite my right leg to extend gently with support or not to the side of my body, while my left leg then switches to come in and to press through the heel and not the toes. And how close it is or how wide it is, completely up to me. Can I place my fist, my hand, my tip of the fingers into the ground right behind my glute, thigh, or leg on the right, and let my shoulder blade slowly support that cervical spine, opening my chest, activating all the pectoral muscles, and the left hand stays on my knee, on my shin, and then start moving internally from the inside of your body, from the mindset, extending up towards the sky. And can I observe my right leg active, engage, raise, as if I'm really deeply extending from the root of the abdomen, as if my obliques were really hugging. If I were to just press my fingers in right there in that waist area, and my left side becomes a little bit longer, and my ribs breathe, and my underarm and all the entire lymphatic system from there, and my chest muscles and organs and the entire lymph nodes breathe and open, and allow my last one breath to support, to extend, as if I'm reaching from this to the sky, and let the body exhale slowly. Surrender the left side of your body and feel what it feels like to let the left side of your body settle in ground. One more time, extend as you inhale, lifting, and exhale the left leg out wide. We're going to do one more time through the right side. This time we're adding a little bit of intensity into the position. Can I find my right heel, left hand behind, right arm free, on the leg or ground, and maybe my body stays. And that's all I need to do. And I raise my right arm or stays on the ground. It doesn't matter. Or maybe I can press through the heel and allow the left hand support and the shoulder to draw back. And I slowly raise my heel, be on the ball of my toes without affecting my knee, without forcing the joint. I'm not twisting, I'm supporting. I'm hugging with my thigh, right? My thigh is hugging the joints. My glute muscle is hugging the hips. And I'm raising my right heel to just support the body to extend. And I breathe my left leg to support, to hug internally the inner thigh and the outer thigh. Is that okay for my body or not? One more time. Again, do not overdo anything that is not comfortable for you or your body. Is it my mind or is it my body? Can I allow last one breath to support, to extend, to reach? And I press slowly down my hip and my right heel so my body softens the right side. In an inhalation, I raise my right leg and exhale it on the left side of my body and switch gently towards the left. Is the left side treated the same way as the right one, or do I need to treat it in a different way? How do I care for my body? How can I find again that connection? Can I feel my right hand into the ground, fist, fingers, left foot strong through the heel, and let your left arm then stay on the legs, on the ground, or extend above the shoulder? Can I find that extension brings and opens and clears the left side of my body, and my jaw slowly softens instead of tighten, and maybe my hips come off the ground, and maybe I can roll my heel of the left foot in this leg, or maybe this leg is too much, and I look towards the sky, I look towards the chest, I look towards the ground on my right side and feel what happens. To open, to stretch, to hold, to hug, to squeeze the parts that support, not to be fearful, to be attentive. One more time. Can I feel my body? Can I exhale all the way through my last long, deep breath, extending and reaching, supporting my chest. And then slowly surrender and let that energy that you created, that you elevated, to slowly ground, and feel that inhalation raises the left leg and your left leg slowly opens out to the left side of your body and your feet stay just wide and soft. And breath in, the hands slowly clasp as you lean forward, your hands clasp in front of your chest or chest height in front of your body, crossing fingers, palms of hands together, jaw draws in, knuckles extend in front of your body, and we hover lightly over the ground. So we start pulling ourselves gently, rounding your spine at first to protect, to feel that your ribs are hugging your entire torso. And then slowly, as the abdomen becomes stronger, the lower back starts letting go. And I feel my shoulders lengthening now. I can feel my body start lengthening a little bit. I can feel my knuckles extending away from my tailbone. Can I find myself reaching slowly? Again, tucking the belly, rounding the spine, secure your hips, use your thighs and glute muscles into position. Feel that your hips are moving gently forward when your last exhalation empties all the way through. Tummy muscles really active. And then elbows slowly soften and start staggering or really stacking the vertebrae one on top of each other as you slowly come up into upright position. Exhale, open your arms, knees locked or unlocked. Raise your arms towards the sky above the head until one more time your hands come into steeple pose, crossing all fingers except your index. Point your index towards the sky above the crown of the head. Sit deeply into your tailbone area and raise your rib cage. Jaw draws in one more time. Find your knees, thighs, feet, toes. Breathe into the position when your body's ready. Inhale. And then as you exhale, rotate, looking towards the right side of your body without turning your shoulders. It's just the abdomen that rotates the torso, and tucking the belly as if you're hugging all those muscles. Really act and strengthen on those muscles that are hugging your waist and holding a narrow waist and long, broad shoulders. Breath in, slowly tucking in your belly. Hold that core of your body. Feet, legs even, hips into the ground. One more time, breathing in to extend your underarms, the shoulder blades really active. Last long, deep breath in. And let your body come back to the center. Exhale, slowly in the center. Holding as you breathe in, and then let your elbows release. Soften your hands, round your shoulders. Allow your fingers to touch the floor. Lean slightly forward. However, little your body needs to go further in front, and let your hands slowly, or farther in front, and let your hands slowly cross. Knuckles extend out, and you tuck in the belly and round your spine forward, and you reach out. One more time, opening those muscles of your back, moving through your hips, tilting your entire ilium. So your hips move forward, and your inner thighs and outer thighs hold that pelvic area. Your knees are protected by your thighs, by your hamstrings, by your calves, by your shins, by the movement of your toes. Last time, can you feel your body curling the belly, hugging that midsection? As you exhale, slowly restack those vertebrae. One more time, elbows bending, slow motion to upright position. So what does it feel like to exhale the shoulders and hands to the sides of the hips. Broaden your arms. It doesn't matter what is your pace. Your pace is absolutely yours. Raise your arms when you're ready to extend them towards the sky above the shoulders. Allow your body to keep flowing, to keep moving, right? To allow your index finger to point towards the sky, to really align your vertebrae and feel your tummy tucks and your knees and thighs and calves are holding. One more time, breathing in, looking out towards the left side of your body. And you feel your body rotating, not because you're rotating through your shoulders, allowing your chest to broaden. Less is more. So what does it feel like if I were to place my hand on your left abdomen and my other hand on your right shoulder blade and rotate your torso that way? And so what does it feel for your abdomen and torso to move, to hold, to raise? Last 2 times. Breath in. Can you settle, tightening, holding onto ground? One last long deep breath in. And let your body exhale back to center. Breathe very, very gently back to center. Inhale tall. Let your hands and arms release towards the sides of your body. Slowly exhale. Beautiful. This time, hands rest next to your hips behind your body. Allow your body to slowly flex the knees as you exhale and run your spine behind, heels of your feet on the ground. Open your toes as far as your body needs to. That's perfectly okay. You don't have to force your ankles. You don't have to force your knees. And maybe your chest opens one more time towards the sky and you feel your abdomen tucking in and your shoulder blades shifting towards each other. For some of us, the hips come one more time off the ground and you find the perfect distance, right? You're not twisting through your ankles, and your ankles or knees will tell you if you're twisted. You're going to start squeaking a little bit into that position. So find them your shoulders, slowly moving towards the back and your chest open. Maybe your heels come off the ground and you find your body slowly moving through your thighs and you move your knees. Again, less is more. Do not overwork your body. Feel your thighs, feel your hip flexors. Breathe in, let the body exhale. Last 2 breaths. Are your shoulders, is your chest, is your abdomen working with your chest? Can you find your last one? Exhalation, empty to your gut, and then slowly sit, very gentle, and intentionally place your hips into the ground, and you breathe. And you extend your legs slowly forward in front of your body, in front of your yoga mat. And your right hand holds onto your right leg. And your right leg slowly lifts in front of your body towards the sky. And you breathe in and you hold it through your hamstring. You hold it through your knee. Your knee doesn't have to be locked. You hold it through your ankle. You hold it through your foot. You hold your left hand higher than your right one, or the vice versa position. It doesn't matter. Or maybe your body's ready to not tense your shoulders, to not just flop the left foot to the left, maintain it perpendicular. And maybe your right hand holds on to just to your right leg while your right hand moves towards the ground, move towards the space behind your glute, and you look towards the right side of your body. And you, again, raise and move the right leg with the left arm across the chest towards the right without shifting the left knee or toes. And you breathe in and you observe your tummy and you sit tall. Less is more. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Open your chest. Your jaw draws in. Crown of head extends. One more time. Move into your body. Again, occupy your body again. Let's occupy, again, each of us, our own bodies to feel the energy, to feel your Shakti, to again, activate that deep energy inside of us. It doesn't matter what the circumstances outside our world. Again, is our choice to feel, to connect, to be in the moment, to embrace this last long deep breath in. And maybe your body's ready to exhale all the way through, and then kindly undo your right leg softly, your right arm, your hands and arms hold onto your right leg until it descends easy. Then you place it into the floor and you breathe in with your legs together. You're going to slowly slide your hands into your thighs, into your knees, into your hamstrings, into the shins, into the ankles, into your feet, into your big toes. It doesn't matter while your elbows bend, and you round your back. Give yourself enough room. Do not try to flatten your forehead into your shins unless you are that flexible, and flex your belly. Find your jaw and give yourself enough space in your vertebrae. So what does it feel like to extend your body slowly forward? One deep breath. Elbows and shoulders and shins almost connect. Can you find your body to slowly supporting your final deep breath out, the full movement of your body and your hands Slowly support. It's not your back. Your hands help your torso to bring back your body into upright position, sitting very tall. Beautiful. Deep breath. When and if your body's ready, your left leg slowly raises and your hands hold onto your thigh, to the root of your thigh, to your ankle, to your foot, to your toes, to your calf, to your shin. Completely relevant, right? There's no judgment. One higher, one lower, one arm higher, the other one lower, doesn't matter as long as you're not pulling your shoulder blades away from each other and straining your cervical spine. And the whole point is to feel. What does it feel like to move that hip from the root? So it's not about the knees, not so much about the calf. Maybe for some of us it's also that part, but it's about the root of your leg. And maybe the right hand is, now that your arm is ready, maybe the right hand itself is holding on to that foot and gently starts traveling the left hand behind your body, and your body twists towards the left side. And while your right arm moves the left leg across your body to the right side of your body, while your right foot and leg stays active. They stay connected. You feel your abdomen in support of your spine, and your shoulder blades to support, and your neck to slowly look out, and your tummy to be tucking in, and you feel your torso moving because you're lengthening. You're creating space in your vertebrae column and spine. One more time, deep breath. Again, not just the physical structure, not just the bone structure of your vertebrae column, but the soft space in between. Can we become subtle about a position that is much less about the physicality of it, but more about the subtleness of the energy in it? Can I find in my last two breaths that I really fit into my body? That I find and discover that perfect median. It doesn't matter where, what, how, that I observe the exhalation, to slowly observe and connect to my body in this level. And as I inhale, open, and then exhale, and then slowly soften arm and knee and leg, and release slowly in front of my body. Deep breath in, sit very tall, leaning forward. This time, reaching slowly towards your thighs, easy position for your neck and shoulders, for your lumbar vertebrae column and your entire structure, the external structure, the bones, the things that move outside your body, as much as the internal subtle structure, the subtle energy that moves as your body intently looks through your mind's eye to those nerves, to those vascular connections that we can actually connect through our breathing, that every molecule of air that we bring in with millions of oxygen molecules travels through your body and just graces, brings all these amazing pran, right? That live energy that yoga talks about, which is constant, it's all around, right? God and its presence and its energy, that divine energy, is just pouring incredibly around us. It's not excluded to some islands in the middle of the Pacific, or it's not excluded to the top of the mountains of beautiful Arkansas, but it's just in the very deep place in every one of our molecules around this yoga mat today. Can I find my body to exhale, to really connect deeply to those muscles, and then walking my hands walk into my legs, into my thighs, to support my torso to come upright, to feel my body long, to allow one more time my right foot to slowly retract, place it into the floor, allow my toes to be slightly wider than my heel, and this time I'm going to slowly lean into my left leg. So my torso comes inside that right inner thigh. My arms are as wide as need to be, and I lean to my left leg. And my left leg stays steady. My right hip stays strong to hold it. Again, it's not about how far. It's not about reaching my forehead to my shin. It's not about reaching with my left hand farther behind and my right hand deeper into my toes or arch of my foot. It's not just how deeply you think you need to move. It's just simply moving. And so what does it feel and what does it represent in my body? And what are the Again, aches or resistance or things that come up as I move my body. Have I paid attention? Have I looked at those emotions? Why do they keep coming up? What do they look like? And what do they feel like from before? Is there anything that I need to do this point about to just that transformation? Can I surrender? Can I understand not to have guilt or prejudice about anything I've done in my life, but can I look at things just new? Can I observe and invite and just offer even my breath out into this position? So the next amazing energy, the acceptance of breath into my life, that divine love that enters and just offers even the tiniest little silly things in our lives, is able to just plant seed. Can I find myself with soft and innocent heart to slowly move deeply into the left leg, and my right hand supports as I gently open and I breathe and extend and I feel my body opening. Very nice. Right hand holds onto your right knee, left hand immediately wraps over the right leg, and you hold it with your hand, into your shin, ankle, foot, knee, or all across your thigh. And I look over with my left leg strong. I look as if my belly button area passes through my inner thigh into the top of my right thigh, and my shoulders move back and my chest opens, and I look slowly towards the right side or towards my right shoulder. Can I press my left leg, the one extended, farther in front? And I twist. So what does it feel like to twist in this position? Can I tuck in the belly? So what does it feel like? Am I moving my knee out, or is my sole of my right foot steady onto the ground? Big toe in particular, the root of the big toe, the force of that foot, my strength manifestation through, and my abdomen and hip move and gently support the extension from the root of my back through the back of my head. And then I raise my energy through my crown. And my eyes soften, and I have this deep conversation inside of me, in that immense silence inside, in silence of the external world and the loud noise of the internal world, of that beautiful existence of that divine energy inside of us. And I surrender all the external to dive into that conversation inside. One more time. Take a deep, deep breath in. Exhale deeply all the way through as my last final breath comes into my body. I release and open, and my arms and my shoulders and my torso, and I return my right leg gently in front of my body, and my left leg comes slowly retracting, and I open my toes wider than my heel, and my left hand slowly comes gently inside my body, and maybe my right hand comes behind my hips, and I reach slowly with my torso towards that right leg without forcing my foot, without forcing my knee, without twisting or dropping my knee outside. That opens my foot off the ground on that left area. And I observe my body, and I feel my body stretching and emptying. Every time I exhale, can I just pay attention? What is the resistance, and how do I react? The point is not how far you go with your forehead to your shin, but how is it that as we encounter those little challenges, what is the immediate reaction? What is the immediate mind connection? Can I stay present? Can I really let go? Can I really process all this crud that we carry with us, right? Every day. We are infested with news, we're infested with all these external demands on ourselves. Can I stay in the moment? The eternity of this present moment. And I allow myself one more time to really move less and feel and open to the inside world more. So I can connect one more time the depth of my movement and intention in my last two breaths. Exhale all the way through, inhaling deeply. And as my body exhales all the way through, kindly and softly move my left hand, my left arm, my right arm, my torso, and I gently cross over my right arm across my left leg to my knee, holding my hand to my knee, to my shin, to my ankle, crossing all the way around. If my belly button area moves slowly into my inner thigh or across my top of the thigh, and my left hand helps me back, and I feel my body twisting. I look over the left side of my body and I engage my right leg. I do not forget my extended leg, and I press it out through the tip of the toes, through the ball of the toes, or through the heel of that right foot. And I hug it. And again, so what does healing really mean? It's simply a shift, right? Those miracles, that healing happens every second if we are able to shift our perception, if we're able to shift our filter. Are we able? Are we willing? Sometimes we're so attached that we're not able to let go of that. Can we just surrender and observe the body just exactly where it is? And then it's not about the movement, it's about the intention. Can I feel my last 2 breaths? That my glutes activate, that my waist activates, that my tummy activates. In my last exhalation, can I feel my body sitting on those sitting bones, and deep breath in to let go slowly, hand by hand, arm by arm, shoulder, waist, torso, breath in, letting the left leg slowly come gently forward in front of my body, and I feel my legs just connected, and observe my hands coming towards the back of my hamstrings or the sides of my knees. My knees flex a little bit, and I find myself, again, I'm not too close to the wall, so I don't have to hit the wall, and I maybe carry my feet slightly off the ground, balancing with my hands on the hamstrings, on the glutes, on the knees, on the shins, on the ankles, on the foot, to support the feet into balance. Once I find my balance, then my legs start gently lifting. Once I find my balance, maybe my legs stay exactly they were at the beginning, and I feel my body just finding that perfect pull and push of balance, right? That's what balance is. When we are being pushed, when we're being pulled, when we have this external struggle with all the things in life. Because if your life is anything like me, there's moments when this is pulling, this is pushing, and then how do I find my neutrality? How can I still breathe and stay in my neutral point? What is the value of that balancing point? What is the value of supporting? To allow ourselves to go with a path of least resistance. And that doesn't mean being pushed or being pulled, is to find that neutral space where I'm not going to be emotionally engaged in one way or the other, that I'm just passing right through. And my jaw and my practice of yoga helps me as a tool to rediscover, to find one more time that strength that comes from within. There's no specialness on this one person or the other. We are, all of us have that deep sense of specialness because we all have vibrant, existing, present, live energy of that divine energy, of that Brahman inside of us, that allowing ourselves to just explore and extend and just expand and manifest that energy, that relationship. Last time, breath in. And let your body exhale, and see if your knees and torso slowly soften your legs towards the ground, and find the feet facing each other while your knees open very wide away from each other. And my fists come towards the ground right next to the hips, and my heels come as close to my groin as I allow myself to happen. And that's very personal. How deeply do I need to stretch my legs? How deeply my knees allow me to do this movement? How can I place my hands behind my hips so my torso becomes a little bit taller? Do I need to place my fists? How do I modify it? How do I feel the maximum in this position, the maximum sensation, not the maximum stretch or forcefulness, but it's the sensation about my body. How do I connect to those deep and subtle movements that come from just paying attention, from just being in that, again, physiologically speaking, that isotonic, holding that tenacity of your muscle fibers, that isometric, to holding that space and length of your muscle fiber. right? And science describes this in all kinds of ways, but it all boils down to connecting. How can I really be present, right? And be connected to my physical body as a temple for my spirit? How can I, in this present moment, apply everything I've practiced and learned? And remain open with heart and mind to truly invite every special moment to be that moving meditation, that my extension happens to extend and lengthen the entire body. And my breath invites that deep connection in my last exhalation, bringing my head to raise if it's not raised up, to slowly soften my hands and bring my hands forward to support on my knees, or my shins, or my ankles, or my feet, and or in front of my body and my back rounds, giving myself enough room to bow, to press my heels so my inner thighs activate. I just want to trigger them. I just want to trigger my inner thighs. I just want to trigger the movement around my glutes. I just want to feel the connection onto the muscles of the pelvic floor. I just feel the root or the base of my abdomen to connect, just because, not because they're abdomen, not because they're inner thighs, not because blah, blah, blah. It's because I find that Shakti, that energy describing that yoga practice, that energy inside. And it's not magical energy, it's not external energy that somebody gives us or it's floating around. It is that presence of divine energy inside of us, right? It's its manifestation. It's a true connection. If we can actually transcend all the other things and we acknowledge that Paramatma is really living right next to our Jeev, that divine energy is right next, and we are a tiny, minuscule portion of that. And we are, as any part of anything, we are so drawn to that. We are seeking that connection constantly. So with my mind's eye, I feel and I stay present. And when my body is ready, I observe the exhalation, the opening of my spine, of my neck, of my back in my last long deep breath. My hands soften and I bring my fingers to raise my torso and to really open all those muscles. And I find myself gently raising my knees, feet on the ground, allowing my legs to slowly come along the yoga mat, extending them gently out while my spine rounds gently towards the floor. And I rest my lower back. I rest my shoulder blades. I rest the back of my neck, the back of my head into the ground. And I find my belly button area slowly sinking as my sternum sinks in between my shoulder blades towards the ground. Of course, it doesn't sink all the way, but it's a sensation of extension of the shoulder blades. And my jaw draws in, so my neck lengthens, and I can really concentrate on the length of every one of the spaces between my vertebrae. And my right leg stays exactly where it is, and maybe it's my left leg that comes slowly over my right, and my left ankle is going to rest on my right lower thigh. So my left leg just easily crosses over and rests on my lower right leg. And my right arm and left arm stay with the shoulder blades on the ground without lifting them. The moment they lift them, that's too far. I will only pivot or use the heel of my right foot as my right leg drops directly towards the right side of my body. And I feel that my right heel and foot slowly let my knee drop, and my left heel and foot rest into the ground. And my knee on that left leg is maybe reached by my right hand and pull towards the ground, and see what happens if I just stretch and I bring my right knee closer towards the floor, towards my forearm, towards the elbow, towards the bicep, towards the shoulder, and my neck lengthens and my left shoulder stays in the ground. Can I feel my body pulling gently that right knee a little bit deeper? With my with my left knee being pulled a little bit deeper, my right knee just relaxed. And so, what is that happens when I relax? What is it that happens in my body if I'm just in a moment of physical silence? Is my body really physically silent, or is it constantly? Do I know that my heart is beating? Do I constantly keep my breath in a rhythm that allows exhalation, most importantly, to ground myself to the floor? One more time, breathing in, letting the outside of my left thigh and glute to really move closer to the ground, as if the left knee were to touch gently towards the floor without really. And the sole of your left foot stays as close to the ground as possible. Abdomen, waist, lower back, let your last two breaths. Neck, make sure my shoulders, I'm not pulling or grinding my teeth. And as my body exhales, my left leg is aided by the right arm to come slowly back upright. Breath in, rolling slowly my right hand to support the movement of that right leg off the ground, maintaining the left leg on the thigh. I'll need to move that left leg of the lower thigh. Shoulder blades, back of the neck, back of the head. Breathe in, knee is wide to the left, and when my body is ready, allowing my right leg to slowly retract into my chest. My hands come towards your thigh, hamstring, knee, shin, and my left foot immediately activates. So I'm not twisting my knee, I'm not twisting the left ankle. If my toes flex of that left foot, then will hold my joints. And I open in this way the root of my glutes on the left. I really reach deeper and deeper into that right leg so I can feel with every passing time that my muscles start to let go. So the muscles do not need to force, they slowly let go. My tightening through my jaw, my shoulders, is it my back that tightens? Is it my abdomen that doesn't let go? Or can I just for a second surrender? And it's okay. You can be really relaxed through your facial expression, and your benefit on the left leg and hip remains as equal. Can I soften kindly my facial expression? Where is my breath? And kindly and gently as I inhale and I exhale from the tummy and shoulders, let my body one final time breathing in, and kindly exhale, hands and arms and shoulders, and the right foot slowly settles to the floor, feeling the openness, right? Allowing myself to now, in a very instant way, feel the benefit of the movement. And my left leg releases, settles easily into the ground, while my right leg changes positions immediately over the lower thigh and knee. And the toes activate as we already know. And then the left leg moves towards the ground on the left side of your body. So the right foot settles deep into the ground, the right heel to toes, and your body exhales, and your left knee remains flexed, and your heel of the foot stays steady, and your hands are holding gently to the ground, maybe towards the thigh or right knee or shin, or maybe your left arm completely holds onto that, and your heel remains on the ground with your, of course, right toes easily moving, so you're not twisting the ankle. Your arm starts pulling that knee closer and closer towards the ground to open the body. And you use the thigh of the left leg to not let that right heel escape. And the abdomen tucks and the back opens and the shoulder blade on the right side releases and the hands and arms softens, and I breathe and I stay in the present. Can I remain constant? Can I feel my glutes and lumbar area, the outside? Maybe it's my IT band on the outside of the body. Is my neck light and long? Am I holding without noticing my shoulders, my bite, my facial expression, my tummy? Am I holding my fingers in a fist or biting my lips or tongue? Can I let my body one more time exhale and to breathe in a way that softens all the things that need to be soft? Can I find intensity into that twist? Let your last 3 breaths really feel your breath. When your last full exhalation happens deeply into your body, then slow motion, never rushing, let your body prepare, let your body adjust. Slowly with your left hand or right hand, return kindly and softly your left leg off the ground and your right knee very wide, activating the foot and toes always to hold the joints of the right leg steady. Your left and right hand come towards the left thigh and you raise gently the left foot off the ground without raising your head, right? Without pulling the shoulder blades. Less is more. Why struggle? Why go farther than your body allows it? Can you feel your body slowly squeezing gently all the muscles that need to be just activated? And your belly, your chest. Breathe. Open the tissues of your sitting muscles, the tissues of your hips. What is it your body need at this point? Can you exhale and support one more time? Full exhalation. And that's all we have. One breath at a time. When and if your body finds its last 3 breaths, just to activate, to go maybe a little bit deeper, maybe to investigate a different angle, not only of the body, but of the mind. Am I focused? Am I distracted? Am I flying? Is it okay to let go of my mind for a second or two? Can I find my last exhalation, emptying all the way to kindly inhale and start to undo. Let your hands or hand undo slowly that leg, thigh, knee, hip, ankle. Bring the right leg slowly towards the ground. Deep breath in. Exhale with hands right next to your hips, with hands sliding your thumbs under your glutes so they connect to each other, your index to be under your tailbone area, if that's okay with your body, as long as your elbows and shoulders permit, with your hands above the shoulders, maybe behind the back of your neck as a little cushion support of the cervical area, whichever is most comfortable for your body. We're going to allow the abdomen to be really strong, right? To hold and not let the back do the work. And we're going to raise the heels first, then the toes, then retract the knees into your chest and against each other, and let your body exhale in this position with your thighs very close to your tummy. And this is as far as you're going to go. Perfect. If your body is able to stretch and extend your legs towards the sky until your legs are open and you breathe in, or maybe your legs are able to slowly move towards the head and open the toes to the right and left, and let the heels come looking into the center of your body, and drop the legs wide, left and right side of your body. Breath in, exhale all the way through. Feel your body stretching through your inner thighs. Again, maybe your hands want to stay right on your hips. Maybe your hands are maybe able to and needing to reach into your legs, inner thighs. So your legs do not fall away from your body, but into your body. And that your abdomen flattens your lower back, that your shoulder blades are strong, that you feel your hips opening again through the root of your thighs into your hip bones. Breath in and exhale all the way through your tummy, chest. One inhalation and exhale. And is it possible to be this active and relax at the same time? And what is that teaching us about? Yes, doing our duty of the world, right? Doing our work, being engaged into the physical activities that we need because we need to sustain the body, but at the same time, being connected to your spiritual self. To allow ourselves, our spirit, to really build that bridge to that divine energy next to it. That your legs still are active. You can still feel the stretch. You can still feel the connection to your hips, and your facial expression and breathing rhythm remains constant and gentle. One more time. Observe, what does it feel like to activate a little bit deeper? Feel the exhalation to empty all the way through. Your last long deep breath in. Exhale all the way through this position, raising kindly your legs when your body is ready, and your body will tell you, and you will raise your legs toward the sky, and you hold them upright as much as you need to. Observe your abdomen support, feel your toes very long, very tall, deep breath in. When your last long deep breath comes in, bend your knees, allow your feet to slowly settle towards the ground. Inhale kindly. Allow your feet to open, to separate from each other about shoulder or hip distance. And let your right knee, not twisting it, right, through the heel of the right foot, the right knee to drop into the left inner thigh, calf, ankle, to the arch of that left foot, to the toe of that left foot. And find that your right inner thigh, just move the hip inwardly. If that's okay for your body and that's perfectly okay, then stay right there. If your body wants to and chooses to, maybe the left foot just settles on top of your right knee, and see if that moves the hip to open and the outside of that pelvic area to stretch. So your basically left foot presses down the right knee. Neck, shoulders, spine remain constant. Feel what it feel like. So is there things that you need to adjust and modify? The longer you stay in a position, the deeper the layers of tissues and, of course, nerve systems and deep Connections to your joints and muscles and tendons become more activated. Let your last two breaths. Exhale. Deep breath in. Last time, let the knee move closer to the inner thigh or ankle or arch, and then slowly start undoing. Very gently, the leg undoes, raising it, placing your left foot to the ground. Exhale. Deep breath. Allow your left heel to stay and your toes and left knee to drop towards the right side this time, opening the opposite hip and see how far and how low with the pivoting point on your heel. And your right foot comes onto your thigh, to your knee, or steps on it if you want to add intensity. And your body exhales, and your tummy, rib cage exhales deep into the position. So, what are the adjustments, and how far does this hip move in comparison to the other? Do I need to use the full strength of my right leg, or is it just simply a gentle tab? Let your body breathe one time. Connecting. Are you connecting to all those muscles? And do not dismiss all these other messages. Where is it that my body feels something? What is that my mind is going to? Let the last two breaths really feel it. Breath in when you're ready to breathe in. Final exhalation prepares the body to really exhale. And then carrying softly your left knee slowly back to center, to fold up, to undo your right leg, to shake our legs a little bit so your thighs and calves soften, so you can really feel your muscles moving, glutes, thighs, hip joints. Bring in a little bit as you shake your legs, the movement onto those muscles of your body. And when your body is ready, exhale all the way through, and then prepare to roll on one side, whichever side you prefer. Roll onto the shoulder, into the hip, into the rib cage. Stay for a second by flexing the knees and tucking in the chin, that your back and spine rounds. Then you find an inhalation that means something to you. And when the body, and if the body is able to exhale, to round and slowly soften, the left hand comes slowly towards the ground. And the left leg slowly, or the right leg, whichever one is that you're having on top, moves to support the rounding of the spine, coming, sitting into position. Slow motion, slowly move and adjust your body fluids, the blood pressure, the breathing of your system, that your body sits in the most comfortable position for what is important to you. And most importantly, that we have invited, right? All we can do is offer the opportunity. And for each and every one of us to take that opportunity, to be as deeply connected as we can, and to feel that the hands and the arms are just such a powerful part of our body to move energy, and the fingernails touch the ground, and that every movement, even the arms opening wide to the right and left, just means something to me, means something to my heart, to the energy of my body, that my hands touch above the crown. And I hold for a second as I breathe into this pose. And again, as whatever judgment we might have into a body posture, into an asana, let the body feel the energy. When the final deep breath comes into this long extension, the elbows bend and let the energy run through the forehead, nose, mouth, throat, into the heart. And as we have done for the last 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years, or 40 years of our lives, we invite, we surrender to the vibrations of peacefulness and harmony, and to understand what is true. And most importantly, to walk the very difficult, most amazing path of love, of bhakti, of selfless, divine